Hello, I'm Joseph Michelli, the Chief Experience Officer of the Michelli Experience, where we help businesses large and small with leadership and customer experience success while also writing best-selling business books. Here are 5 things you need to be a highly effective leader during turbulent times. These 5 components reflect insights from conversations I had throughout the pandemic with more than 140 senior leaders of for-profit, nonprofit, and public safety organizations. These ideas are my take on input from presidents and CEOs of companies like Microsoft, Mercedes-Benz, Target, Verizon, Marriott, and Logitech. Here goes. Number 1, put your mask on first. Crises are often marathons, not sprints. Leaders can become so busy stewarding their teams and organizations that they fail to lead their own self-care. Taking care of yourself is not selfish. Think about airline safety briefings and that put your oxygen mask on first before you help others message. Rest, exercise, and take breaks so you can help others do the same and help your organization arrive safely. Number 2, leave the island and follow the terrain. The poet John Donne suggested that no person is an island, and in times of crisis, as leaders, we must leave our islands by reaching out to colleagues, sharing best practices, seeking guidance, and partnering with others to achieve more than we could alone. Also, when your strategic roadmap diverges from the terrain ahead, it's time to follow the terrain. In other words, we have to put our plans and roadmaps aside and use our senses to get our bearings. That means watching, listening, and surveying our stakeholders. It also means making decisions guided by mission, vision, and values. Number 3, practice empathy and compassion. Technologies like video conferencing, collaboration tools, e-commerce, and contactless payment were the lifeline for businesses during the pandemic. Given all that technology, leaders have to ensure their organizations are counterbalanced by humanity. Leaders have to actively listen to their people and customers to ensure understanding. And more importantly, they must take time to understand the feelings behind people's words. That's demonstrating empathy, and take action to address those feelings. That's practicing compassion. Number 4, shift front, middle, back. During crises, leaders shouldn't always be out front. There are times when they must lead from the front by setting and communicating the vision and crisis strategy. At other times, they need to join their teams to make it clear they aren't asking others to do things that the leader is unwilling to do. In other circumstances, they need to fall back behind their teams to give them freedom to ideate and innovate. By letting your team lead, you're well positioned to encourage and nudge progress. Number 5, engineer legacy. Crises reveal leadership character and frame a leader's legacy. You'll be remembered by the way you lead in crisis, and it's important for all of us to define our desired lasting impact so we can consciously live into that aspiration. We will all leave a legacy. For some, that legacy will occur by design. For others, it will happen by default. Impact is greatest for those who define what they want their desired outcomes to be and take action to make it a reality, especially in a crisis. Those are my 5 tips. I hope you find them helpful to become stronger through adversity.